Hey there. Well, this is going to be a little self serving, but I want to talk real quick about my Romans book in the light of recent accusation that was made from someone who did a nasty video about me, which happens from time to time. This person said that I am motivated by greed and I am deconstructing the book of Romans and making up my own gospel. And I have a wedding business, and therefore you should not support me. You should instead support missionaries in Africa because I'm just motivated by greed. Well, first of all, this message series is this book is which is going to be in three parts. Romans chapters 1 through 4, 5 through 8, and then 9 through 11 are based on messages I gave, which are freely available on my playlist in YouTube, Romans playlist. That it's just a section by section commentary on the book of Romans, taking what Paul said in Romans and explaining it in the context of the book of Romans, which most people, unfortunately, these days take verses out of different books and then use them to support their own doctrine. But I think it's important that we go through books and just let the book speak, and that tells us what to say. So I did that with Colossians, I did that with Hebrews, and I did that with Ephesians, Galatians, I'm doing it with Revelation. And this was Romans, and it was really good. It was very healthy. Um, if you like the gospel, which this person, the real problem is that number one, they don't like the gospel, the true gospel of grace, and they're very angry. They're an angry person, and they make up a lot of stuff. Um, and I'm not going to mention their name because I don't feel like sending you over to her channel. However, I love when I get subs from these people. Now, as far as the greed is concerned, let me explain that I work on these books and invest, I don't know, hundreds of hours typing the messages. In this case, I'm typing them myself. Sometimes I've had help, uh, which I greatly appreciate. But in this case, I'm typing the messages myself and editing and cleaning them up and searching for grammatical stuff and sentence structure stuff and to convert it from spoken format to uh, a readable format. And it's kind of hard because usually you would have an editor do that because it's really difficult. You're close. You're so close to it that it's hard to be objective. Um, but it takes me hours and hours and hours, and I mean hundreds of hours. It took me 2 months to do these four chapters, and that's working on it every weekday. Um, Now, as far as the greed part, well, I'm making it available for free, so you can get it for free, or for $6, uh, or set your own price. And it is true that some people have been generous and have contributed to the cause of putting books out. But either way you look at it, it turns out to be far less than minimum wage. I mean, if you were to do the math of how many hours I put into it versus how many people actually buy it and spend money on it. Now, I do feel it's important to set a value on labor because, number one, that tells me what I'm doing with my time. And number two, it lets people know that this is something worth investing in because in today's society, free takes the value out of things. Like if music is a perfect example where everybody started downloading CDs and everything music for free, and it destroyed the incentive to produce good music because you can't live from it, you know. And I'm not saying I live from this at all, but what I'm saying is philosophically, I'm not a communist. I believe that if you pay something for it, or if you see a value, you'll say that's worth spending my time reading. But if everything's free, you just download it, download it, download it. You never even read it because hey, it's free. It's just so abundant. Who cares? You know. It does. That's inflation. That the inflation. They've done studies to describe how the weakening of the value uh, by making currency abundantly available actually changes people's perception of what's valuable. Everything becomes worthless. So I do believe in setting a value. And yeah, I also believe in supporting someone's efforts to put out a book. I have a whole library of books that I've purchased and read that have shaped my life, and I think it's important to invest in educating yourself. So that's how I feel. You don't have to buy this book, you can get it for free. However, the price is there to let you know that I think it's valuable and worth getting. And if you do contribute, it's greatly appreciated because I don't have a part time job, which is what I normally do to supplement the wedding stuff. The wedding business is, yeah, as far as being a musician, I make more money than most musicians make, but that's not saying much. Uh, it's not what I made in IT. You know, it's not enough to really support a family. Uh, we have to be a dual income household, and I usually have to have something on the side, you know, like Uber or something I've done in the past. But this year I've really dedicated my time to uh, these books. You know, that's what I've done, and this YouTube channel. So it makes sense that sometimes there's some income from it, you know, but I'm not motivated by greed. If I was, I would do something more gimmicky. I would have titles, and I would, you know, I don't know what I would do. I'd make it more marketable because I think I sold maybe 20 of the Colossians books after months of editing and writing and editing and writing. It's just, you know, it's not a profitable way to go about things, but I'm not doing it for that. I'm doing it because of my love for the word and my desire to publish the truth and get it into people's hands. So, contrary to what this lady says, that God is telling everyone to not invest in this, I'm going to say that I think Satan wants you to not have this, and that's why he's attacking it. And I got some people on my wall commenting that I should repent for writing it, and they haven't even read it, so they don't know what they're asking me to repent from. They don't even know what it says. So I'm directing you to my site, ChristiansNeedTheGospel.com. If you're interested in this, get it for free or for a small donation. You can set the price, suggested value of $6, and I'm going to work on chapters 5 through 8 in the next month or so, and those are going to even be better. And I do believe this is pretty good. So, all right, well, have a good day. Take care.